My name is CROWLEY, and I'm a sophomore studying aerospace engineering. Ever since I was 10 years old, I've wanted to be an astronaut. It's been a very, very ingrained passion since almost as long as I can remember. And given my passion to give back to people and the communities that helped me and my family when we were younger, I think that one of the best ways I can do that is being an engineer and improving the human condition, which is really the engineer's mantra. And I think astronauts are leading that forefront in the new frontier. They're some of the best engineers and best minds out there, and I really hope to be a part of that movement someday. I came to the University of Arizona originally because I knew that it would provide fantastic opportunities. It's an R1 university, and they granted me a very generous scholarship. And so I took a leap of faith, going 1,000 miles away from where I grew up to come to a school that I knew nothing about other than what I had seen in my application process and the online media. Being where I am financially and coming from my family situation financially, scholarships mean the world, and it's either I go to school or I don't. That's what's at stake when I'm applying for scholarships. And so I would not be here, and it would not be possible to pursue my studies if I did not have the scholarships to pay for even just basic living, paying for food, paying for housing, and paying for textbooks and materials to help me succeed.
Hi, I'm Kyle Kalagwis, currently a senior here at the University of Arizona, and I'm studying civil engineering. I'm from a small town in northern Iowa. Graduated with a class of maybe 52 kids were in my graduating class, so it was quite the change from when you go from such small to then the University of Arizona. So, but wouldn't change it for the world. It's kind of been a passion of mine, civil engineering, from almost freshman year when I really found out about civil engineering. And just the idea that I can pretty much start from nothing and be able to build something as big as a skyscraper, a bridge, a road, things like that just truly intrigued me. My goal number one is to graduate. And, it's been a tricky year due to COVID. My mom and my dad are both in the travel industry. Obviously, people do not enjoy traveling right now. So they both lost their jobs, and due to that, money is kind of a sore topic, some say. And so therefore, this scholarship has truly helped, exponentially, because, it eases a lot of the pressure that I had on myself. I'm working 20 hours a week still, while school, taking 17 credits. It can be a pain, but that right there is my goal, to just finish out school, and with this scholarship, I really feel like that I can finally see the light,
My name is Bob Bradford. I'm a senior in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. I transferred from 1,500 miles away. I was born and raised in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and I attended Northampton Community College out in Pennsylvania. Spent 3 years there and then transferred in 2018. Studying at the University of Arizona, we have Banner, and if you go to that side of campus, it's insane how prestigious it is. So I'm taking a few classes with high-tech medicine and biomedical engineering, and there's a lot of professors here that have worked in the field for 20 plus years. And I find that the way that I learn is spot on to the way that they teach, because they teach it from a point of view of actually having worked as an engineer, which is what I'm going to school for, to be an engineer in the field. If I wouldn't have received this scholarship, I'd probably be putting in, twice as much work as I am during the week. Also being bombarded with academics, I wouldn't necessarily have enough time to be, to cater towards my personal life. So I think that's very important, especially if you're looking to grow and mature in the academic world. You have to establish an intellectual life, your work life, but also hobbies and leisure, because we're not all robots. I mean, we're all studying electrical engineering, but at the end of the day, we need to have something that makes us us. It's not, or else we'll just turn into rational zombies. So.
My name is Rebecca Garcia. I am a mechanical engineering major, and this is my senior year. I've just always loved math, so engineering has been the path for me. Even today, though, it's still surreal that I'm a senior in mechanical engineering, just because it was never something I thought I could actually achieve. The main challenge for me going through college has been financially. I am a single mother. I have a 5-year-old little girl. So it's always been difficult to try and manage having a full-time job and going to school full-time. And this is actually the first semester where, thanks to the scholarships I received, I do not have to have a full-time job. I am actually able to just focus on my school and my internships so that I can prepare for when I graduate and enter the workforce. It was basically 30 plus hours a week at work plus full-time student. So most of my work got done late nights or basically all night because at the same time I also had to take care of my daughter. So yeah, it was a huge juggling act, and there was definitely no line between work, school, and home. It was all just jumbled into one. I have an internship now, so that takes up 20 hours of my week, and then I have school, and the rest of the time I can just dedicate to her now. We finally have weekends, full weekends where I don't work, which is really nice. She definitely appreciates the movie nights and all the fun time we get to have now.
So my name is Carlos Urrea Puerta. I am a senior and I'm studying biomedical engineering. I grew up in Magdalena de Quino, Sonora, which is a little town an hour south from the border. So when I decided that I wanted to study here in the US, I realized that it would be very difficult for me to I didn't know how the system worked to begin with. And I had a cousin that was studying in the community college, and she told me hey, you can come over here, and it's not as expensive as going to a 4-year university. It's really cheaper. So it's better if you come here, just study for 2 years, and then you can transfer, and then you will save money on the process. And you can prove once you get into university, you already have that record that you were a good student. You have that record showing that you're a good student even here. So that will help you get more scholarship and it will help you just face all that financial struggle that you're facing right now. It definitely made me feel more prepared to go first to a transfer community college. It definitely helped me reduce the financial struggles of that and focus more on growing myself and my education first. So when I transferred here, it was not that big of a shock. The scholarship is really helping me getting transferred from school, from my house to here, really helped me all that extra books, technology, laptop, all that. It's really helping me with all the extra expenses that are really not part of the tuition, but we'll still have as students. Serving the community is important to me. I'm trying to kind of help everyone overcome their medical and financial struggles with my degree.
My name is Kirsch Kingsbury. I'm a senior here at the University of Arizona. I'm studying mining engineering with a focus in mineral processing and a minor in planetary sciences. The reason why I got into mining engineering in the first place was actually to eventually get into the space resources industry that doesn't really exist right now. And that kind of includes, extracting resources from the moon, maybe potentially mining asteroids. We had a successful OSIRIS-REx tag sample collection yesterday, so that future is I think, coming closer every single day. I think the reason why I came to Tucson was because it has an incredible mining program, and it also has one of the best space programs in the entire world. Both mining in space and of a terrestrial nature can have a dramatic impact on the lives of people all over the world. If you're in engineering for the money, you're in it for the wrong reasons. You need to be in this industry to help people. And I think that's really something that struck home with me, I guess. I'm not really in it to see a lot of the benefit for myself, because I just feel like the people that deserve that benefit need it so much more than I do, I guess. I'm from a rural community up in Oregon of about 3,000 people. We weren't the most affluent family, I guess, and through like the federal government, I'm not able to get all the money that I need to go to school out of state, especially. And so scholarships are really the only way that I'm able to even be in Tucson.
My name is DENISE RENTERIA, and I'm currently a junior studying civil engineering. Ever since I started my freshman year, I've been working as a caregiver, and it's been a really tough road, just because selecting engineering as your major already says a lot. It's a lot of time commitment, and I don't even know how I got so far. It's a lot of hard work. I failed. You have to learn how to get back up on your feet. It's what makes you as a person. My days were like 12-hour shifts plus schoolwork. It was just like so much, I would run from my class here at the U of A to go to Pima to take another class. And I've been told by counselors and so many people, like, why don't you just stop working, And it's very, very easy to say. And you could get loans and all this stuff, but I don't want to do that, My parents raised me that you have to work really hard to get what you want. And thankfully enough, this year I've been, awarded 9 scholarships. For me, it's like, wow, hard work does pay off. I'm like beyond grateful for, having these scholarships, because my parents are immigrants, and I'm also a first-generation college student, so they didn't have that opportunity to go to college. For how long as it takes, I want to be able to get a degree and be like, yeah, I made it, and be proud of myself.